Tapescript 6.17.1. Once upon a time, there was a sweet little girl. Everyone who saw her liked her, but most of all her grandmother, who did not know what to give the child next. Once she made her a hood of red velvet. The little girl loved the hood so much that she had worn nothing else since receiving it. Since that time, people had called her Little Red Riding Hood. One day, having heard that her grandmother had taken ill, Little Red Riding Hood's mother called to her, "Come, Little Red Riding Hood, here is a piece of cake and a small pot of butter. Take them to your grandmother. She is sick and weak, and they will do her well. Mind your manners and give her my greetings. Behave yourself on the way, and do not leave the path, or you might fall down and break the pot, and then there will be nothing for your sick grandmother." Little Red Riding Hood promised she would obey what her mother had told her and set off on her journey. But Granny lived out in a forest, half an hour's walk from the village. While Little Red Riding Hood was walking in the forest, she met a wolf. But she did not know what a wicked animal he was, and was not afraid of him. "Good day to you, Little Red Riding Hood," said the wolf. "Thank you, wolf," she said. "Where are you going so early, Little Red Riding Hood?" he asked her. "To my grandmother's house," she replied. He asked her what she was carrying in her basket. To this she replied, "Grandmother is sick and weak, and I am taking her some cake and butter. We baked yesterday, and they should give her strength." Then the wolf asked, "Little Red Riding Hood, just where does your grandmother live?" "Her house is a good quarter-hour from here in the forest, under the 3 large trees. There's a row of bushes there." "You must know the place," said Little Red Riding Hood. The wolf thought to himself, "This nice young girl is a delicious mouthful. She will taste better than the old woman, but I must trick her cleverly so that I can catch both." He walked a while by Little Red Riding Hood's side. Then he said, "Little Red Riding Hood, haven't you seen the beautiful flowers that are blossoming in the forest? Why don't you go and take a look? And I don't believe you can hear how beautifully the birds are singing. You are walking along as though you were on your way to school in the village. It is very beautiful in the forest." Little Red Riding Hood opened her eyes and could see the sunlight was coming through the trees and how the ground was covered with beautiful flowers. She thought, "If I take a bouquet to grandmother, she will be very pleased. Anyway, it is still early, and I'll be home on time." And she ran off into the forest looking for flowers. When she had picked one, she thought that she could see a more beautiful flower a little way off. Then she would run for that one. All the while she was going further and further into the forest. But the wolf ran straight to the grandmother's house and knocked on the door. "Who's there?" End of Tapescript 6.17.1.